Arg, morning time pirates. How are ye this morning? I walked and showered and warmed up leftovers for breakfast. I didn't have time to actually cook, but I still need to eat my yogurt. That's
Yogurt.
right. So I still need to do that. And how was your morning so far, Alicia?
Um, I got dressed, and the kids are up and dressed, and they had to get stuff that they can do because they can't go in their rooms because the tile people are here, and I think they're actually laying tile.
Oh, so they're not going to level it. Maybe it doesn't need leveling. It's good.
I think that's what the pink stuff was for. Maybe I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, I thought you said that was a barrier. I gotcha.
I thought it was too, but Alan did some digging, and he said it might be like a 2-in-1 type thing. Like it seals, but it levels.
Oh, cool.
And
Very
then it
cool.
helps when they go to put the tile in with the tile mortar.
Mm-hmm.
The concrete is porous, so it won't suck the moisture out
Right.
of
That's why
the
the
mortar.
sealing. Yeah, that's what I meant. So it seals it so it doesn't do
But
it.
it'll
Yep.
also help it stick better.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah. But now they're in there doing something. I haven't gone in there to peek.
You're like, but I want to. I want
I
to.
want to so bad, but I still need to get breakfast. So we're moving along.
Yeah, I still need to watch news and check my email real quick. So that will be the first things that I do in the morning. And then I still have, even though I did 60 pages yesterday, I have 20, exactly 20 pages left in this edit. So I will definitely be getting it done this morning because I'm about to beat someone up if I don't. I just can't. It's driving me batty.
It won't be me.
No. The person I would beat up is myself for thinking I can do all these things. I mean, in a timely fashion. Of course I can do it, but not in a timely fashion. Wait, you mean that actually takes time, that thing I want to do? What's this nonsense?
Right? Where's a time turner when you need one?
Right? Again, it would do me no good. I would just take naps.
But I mean, you could take a nap so that you could do all of the things.
Yeah, but all it means is that I would just age faster.
No.
Yeah, see? So it doesn't, it's really not a good idea to use that thing.
Okay, maybe we can slow time. Then you could take a nap and do all the things.
Yeah, if I had something where I could get out of time and take a nap and then come back to time,
Right.
that would be a cool magical thing. I want that thing. Like slip through a hole like Book of Doors, right? Slip through a hole that's out of time, take a nap,
And then come back.
and then come back to actual time, then I'm in.
Yes.
So
Yes, please, and thank you. Ralphie is sitting underneath my chair wheels again.
oh, I had to kick Brady out. He was not playing nice with Cora this morning.
Oh,
Dude, this book though, this come here, baby. This indie book, Anywhere But Here.
yeah.
It's a really fast. Last night or yesterday I was on page 16. At the end of the day, I ended up on 162. I usually only read about 100 pages.
Oh wow.
In my 3 sprints. And then like 150. Like it's very fast. But it's not it's like a great idea and it's cool and I'm hoping she sticks the ending, but there are she needed a dev editor. There's some things she's missing. But it's a great, I mean, for indie doing it on your own, she did a pretty fucking fine job. So let's see how sprints are to, or how the
Chat.
wonderful pirates. How about that?
You wonderful pirates. I don't know if pirates would want to be labeled as wonderful, but I mean, ours are.
Well, they didn't tell me not to use that word, so.
Are ye wonderful pirates?
Exactly.
I don't know how that sounds.
Cora, I'll let you out in a minute. Plus, like, I swear everyone was walking their dog this morning because the sun's finally out.
Everyone's like, I gotta do this before it's not sunny.
No, I was like, you part-timers, you go no matter what, unless it's literally raining. But it's cloudy, you just go. What's your problem? So yeah, so many part-timers out there. And there was one dude who he's South Asian of some descent. He speaks English, but a bit, which by the way is why I love my neighborhood, because we have a very diverse neighborhood. But he has the sweetest golden retriever in the world. Problem is, he doesn't keep him on the leash.
Oh.
And so he didn't see us coming around the corner. And of course, the dog comes up and says hi to me. Sweet thing. But Cora's like, what the fuck? Like, she was like,
Where did you come from?
She's like, I don't see what's going on. She was not having it. She was jumping like crazy, trying to get out of her leash. I was like, what are you? It's just a golden retriever, man. This thing, look how calm he is. He's not gonna hurt no one. But she was freaking out. But she was on a leash and he wasn't. And that is a different dynamic with dogs.
True.
That's why if you bring them to the dog park, do not keep your dog on the leash. You let them off. If you're uncomfortable with them being off the leash, you do not bring them to the dog park, because they'll be like an immediate victim, and they will be immediately aggressive if they are on that leash. So you've got to take them off. So so automatically at this dog not on the leash and Cora is on the leash, and it's not a good idea.
Right.
So I'm like, dude, I'm glad your dog is nice, but we live in a society and you need to put the leash on the dog. It's not about, just you and your dog. I also don't think he cleans up after him.
Naughty.
And he's a golden retriever, so I don't know that he gets credit for the dog being sweet, because it's a golden retriever.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see. And there's one lady who her dog is really aggressive, and I know you can't always help that, but she does good with him, right? Like, she holds him down, she makes sure he sits right there and waits while we go by. She really handles it the only way you can when you have an aggressive dog. So she does really good, because I've done that with Benny sometimes, because sometimes Benny's chill with people, he's aggressive with other dogs. So we have to like make him chill when we go to walk by other dogs too. And Swank says, Konnichiwa, everybody. Happy Writers' Rights Day. Oh, I like that. I'm sure we could put some pictures up for that one. Happy Sugar Cookie Day. Ugh, I could do with a sugar cookie.
I don't have any.
I mean, the yogurt's almost as sweet as a sugar cookie. I think that counts. And
I do have a Reese cup yogurt. That could be my sugar cookie for the day.
Right? And happy Forklift Safety Day. Oh, I love that. Those are very diverse days, Swank. I'm impressed.
Yes.
Ellie says, hello, Kelly and chat. Currently reading Throne of Glass on page 286. Oh, where are you, Alicia? Where are you?
Oh, in Throne of Glass?
Mm-hmm.
She has surpassed me.
Well, no, remember, hers is the ebook. It's probably better if y'all say the chapters. That way you can see where y'all are.
Oh, I'm at the end of chapter 32. Mine is page 246 and 247.
Yeah, because remember with her ebook, it always adds the pages. It has more pages.
Yeah. So chapter 32.
There you go. So let us know. Let us know, Allie. And Allie says, hello, Alicia. Ren says, hello, everyone. Why, hello, Ren. Good afternoon to you. Zwank says, hola, Allie. And Privet Ren. Ren says, hey, Zwank. Allie says, hola, Zwank. And Ren says, more studying today. Maybe a nap too. And some more of Fable for the End of the World by Ava Reed. How is it? I've heard mixed things about it, but that cover is so freaking gorgeous. I always want to buy it. So just let me know. Ren says, did my Wordle? Got it in 3. I think I got it in... No, it might have been 4. Hold on. I did Wordle too. I actually did it last night before I went to bed because I was up way too late.
I need to do Wordle.
Hold on. Come on, man. It's trying to make me look at other puzzles. I don't want to look at other puzzles. I got it in 4. Yeah, it was 4 for me. Let me see. See results. Share. I can't figure out how to show it like on my screen. I can only figure out how to share it like in a text. Maybe I could text it to myself. Well, it doesn't matter. I can't see yours anyways, right? And you already got it, so you don't need to see it. But I got it in 4. So I'll take it. Swing says waiting for the coffee to cool. That I understand. And Alicia's like, I don't. What are you talking about? Coffee to cool.
I have to find my coffee. I think I might have reheated it and it's in the microwave.
See? Might as well just reheat it again while it's in there.
Probably. Yep.
And Jean says, hello, Kelly and Alicia. At 69% of Daggermouth, it is heating up. Ooh.
Oh, my.
Ren says, hey, Allie. Hey, Jean. Jean says, I'm currently in 300s on your own, but it doesn't feel like I've been reading for that long.
Oh.
Huh. Jean says, I just really wish I had more time. Currently cleaning. Alicia, don't get too excited.
Why?
Don't get too excited. About the floors?
I don't understand.
Or maybe don't get too excited about Jean cleaning.
Listen, I've got to clean too, so I'll be right there with you in that boat. When the library gets put back together, then I've got to clean the rest of the house from all the monotony.
I need to vacuum my floor. I swear at this point there's more inside of stuffed animals than there is carpet on my floor right now. So I need to get it vacuumed up.
Oh.
And Swank says, oh, Jean. And Jean says, part-timers. Oh, part-time walkers. Like people who aren't out there every morning. Right?
Yeah.
There's like 3 of us that are out there like every morning. You know, unless it's raining, we're out there every morning. And then, but today there were a whole bunch of people that aren't normally out there. I'm like, dude. So that's why I call them part-timers. I'm like, choose your own time. Go away. Allie, edge of chapter 20 in Throne of Glass. There you go. There you go.
Oh.
So you're a little ahead. You're a little ahead. About
Yeah.
10 chapters. Ren says, I'm liking it, but I'm only 25% in. The juicy stuff is about to commence. Ooh, I didn't know they were juicy chapters. Allie says, hey, Jen and hey, Jean. Sorry, hey, Ren and hey, Jean. I put Ren and Jean and I put it together and came up with Jen.
I mean,
So Jen could be here. Allie says, hey, Ren, hey, Jean. Jean says, don't get too excited about me cleaning. I know how excited Alicia finds it. I don't think you love cleaning. I think you love balancing your finances. I just think you like it being clean. Am I wrong?
yeah, no, I don't like cleaning. This is why my husband and I have the I cook, he cleans policy.
Yeah. Same.
And so, but because my house is in disarray, I want to clean it because I'm tired of looking at it.
Yes.
It's
Yep,
like
that's
mentally bothering me. And I just go, no, I needed to go back to normal. Oh, wait, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at that point. Once the library goes back together and everything goes back in it, then I can clean the house and then I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I do. I usually can't clean until it's a project.
Yep, I don't like cleaning at all.
Mm-mm.
I do.
But our shower, it's time to scrub the shower. So we need to Drano the thing first, though. Look, between my husband and I, we have a lot of hair, so it's always a problem.
That's me and Lorelai. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Though my hair is thinned as I've gotten older, it was so darn thick to begin with that there's still plenty of it there. So, excellent. All right, we're a little early, but I am okay with that. So let's start our first sprint. I can eat my yogurt and watch the news. That's probably most of what I'll get done this sprint, and then next sprint, I will get start on that edit. Well, finish that edit. All right, here we go. And there was our first sprint. And I did get my news done and the rest of my breakfast ate. So I will be ready to start the editing next sprint. How'd you do, Alicia?
I ate my breakfast. I got a sneak peek of the tile.
Is it pretty?
It is so pretty. They already, because they started on the back wall of the library, so they had, I want to say, at least 4 rows of tile laid, and they're in there doing their thing, and I'm like,
It's one of those things, when you lay tile all the time, it's not that fucking hard. You know what I mean? So when you get those
Right.
pros in there, they can just bust right through it, man.
But I like that they're taking their time. They're doing it row by row, and you can hear them when they go and like cut the tile. So I'm just like, ah. They allowed me 1 peek while Alan was still here, but now he's gone, so I gotta stay away. But you best believe that there will be pictures on Discord later.
Yay! So exciting! I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's see how chat did. Oh, Alicia talked about the sneak peek. And Vanessa joined us. Good morning, Vanessa. How are you today? Morning, Pirates. Vanessa says, I'm here for a little bit. I've got my therapy appointment at the top of the hour, so I'll be gone for most of sprints. But I'll be back after my head is appropriately shrunk. I have my shrink today, too, at 11:20. So I'll be right after sprints. Talk about the drugs. Because I can feel they're doing something, but it's not. I might as well not take it for as little as it's doing. So I would like a higher dose. Yeah. Vanessa said, nope, I got that one. And Mai said, hi. Why, hello, Mai. How are you this fine morning? Vanessa said hi to Mai. Zwank says, ciao, Vanessa. Vanessa says, buongiorno, Zwank. Como stai? Ali says, I got to page 312, chapter 23. Oh, there you go. Whole new chapter. You got this. You got this.
Ooh.
Zwank says, bien. And Ali says, hello, Vanessa. Vanessa says, Zwank, molto bene. And Ali says, in Throne of Glass, yep, we got you. And Vanessa says, hey, Ali, how's stuff? And yeah, so that's where we are. We're not very talkative today, let me say. We were all up late last night. I know I was. Way too late.
No, I think I went to bed at like 10:30. I played on my phone for about 15 minutes and then I zonked out. Apparently, I zonked out before I finished my game because my husband said he finished it for me and then turned my phone off. So, all of this excitement is making me tired.
Right? Also, that's true love.
Right? I don't even remember what game I was playing.
Oh, that's so funny.
So now I'm going to have to go find what game I was playing. It was either Meow Dooku or the Bubble Word Jam. Those are the 2 I've been playing lately.
Nice. Swank says, bueno, Mai. And Vanessa says, we're not very chatty today. Nope. And I'm okay with that because I got a lot of work to do. So no problem. And I'm making meatloaf for dinner tonight. And I'm so excited. I know it's a ridiculous thing to be excited about, but I can't help it. Mai says, right? Mai said, I did some work and worked on packing for my hot rod road trip. Need to get cleaned up. That sounds fun. Oh, yeah. That's the one where you're going all over. That sounds cool. We all have such fun hobbies around here, I have to say. Vanessa says, I had my show last night and it was so fun. We talked a lot about how differently we work when it comes to writing. Oh, that's cool. Well, one of the today's Zwank days is Writer Rights Day, like RIGHTS. I'm like, what? That's cool. And Vanessa says, my guest was Rachel Taylor Thompson. We're friends and our brains work so differently in terms of writing. We're like exact opposites. Yeah, that would be funny, Vanessa. Like, I know that I need to set up my interview as well. And it's all, we'll all be agreeing on everything. I don't know. We're going to have to be creative. Something we don't agree with. Do you like spicy food? Maybe that's
I do not. I cannot handle the spice.
I love me some spice. And Swank says, congrats, Vanessa. And Allie says, it's okay. Have no privacy with my aunt. She listens to my voicemails, deletes them, then tries to lock me out. Wait, what?
I'm sorry, what?
How can she listen to your voicemails? Why does she have access to your phone? Change the password.
Yeah.
Vanessa says, Allie, that's awful. Yeah, it's not okay. Allie says she can because she pays the bill, but she also says she has no tech skills. I'm like, I don't think so. Yeah, it's definitely time to move out and get some independence. You need to distance yourself.
I would
Vanessa's-
probably also think about just getting your own phone so that you don't have to worry about anybody paying your bill.
Yeah, everything. It's time to like. And Vanessa says, thanks, Swank. And Allie says, I'm so irritated. Yeah, I don't blame you. Swank says, Allie, just think about when you'll be away from them. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Jean says, is that your workers we are hearing?
Possibly. They are moving closer to the hallway. So
And
if you hear
Vanessa says-
Spanish, that's why.
Vanessa says, Allie, I hope you're able to get your own phone. Yeah, exactly. Vanessa, I suspect she's getting them on the back end on the website when she checks the call logs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that could be a possibility.
Yep. And Lauren joined us. Why, hello, Lauren. How are you today? Good morning, ladies. Happy Tuesday. And a happy Tuesday to you. Vanessa says, morning, Lauren. And Swank says, howdy, Lauren. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because every time I finish an edit, I take an entire day off. From work, because I need to redo my brain before I start the next edit, right? Because there's always another one. I'll be starting the next one on Wednesday. I might do it Thursday. But anyway, so I'm starting it this week. So I need like a, flush.
Like a
redo.
calendar, like a day to cleanse, yeah.
Yeah. So so today and tomorrow, all I'm going to do when I'm done with this edit is read and clean. That's it. That's it.
There you go.
All I'm doing for the next 2 days. And then Thursday, it's on to the new edit. And Vanessa says, morning, Lauren. Swank says, howdy, Lauren. Jean says, I find it weird when couples read each other text messages, not just selected, or when the other asks for their opinion. Yeah, there's always a trust issue with that, right? Allie says, me too. I like to have access though, because I do have trust issues, but I don't look at them.
I immediately went to, but me and Alan share text messages.
Yeah, but if you share them on purpose,
Right.
that's different, right? But if you're like,
Yeah.
I need to look at your text, I don't trust you. That's
I had to think about it for a second because I was like, well, me and Alan share text messages, or we just do group text with whoever the people are. Because if I know, then Alan's gonna know, vice versa.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you're
the group
talking
texts
about,
are different too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But if you're talking about like, let me see your phone because I want to know what you were doing all week. No, that's
or check it when they go to the bathroom or something, But that's what that is that's a trust issue. Either they've had a trust issue within that relationship, or one or the other had trust issues prior, right? They have bad things happen prior and they can't get over it yet. And the other one is just, one or the other is very controlling, which is the problem Allie's having, right? It's not even a, romantic relationship. So there's also that aspect. Yeah, but I do the same thing, Alicia. I'm like, somebody's like, tell me a secret. I'm like, oh, as long as it's okay. If it's okay, Zafo knows. If it's not okay, don't tell me, because I'm telling you.
Me and Alan.
I'm gonna tell him.
Me and Alan are the, you tell me, you're gonna automatically tell him, because I've got to tell somebody, and he's the safest option.
Yeah, we share all the things. I'm like, he will know.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And Jean says, I am so excited for you, Alicia, for getting this done. And Vanessa says, Jean, right? I would dream of getting into my hubby's phone to listen to his VMs or read his text, or I would not dream, I'm assuming. Yeah, wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. Ali says, good morning, Lauren. Vanessa says, that typo changed the sentence. It did, but I gotcha. Makes more sense. Lauren says, morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday. The countdown to my cruise is Sunday. Is that a countdown?
Ooh.
So what's that? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 5 days. 5 days. That
How
sounds so
exciting.
fun, Lauren. Where are you going? Where are you going on your cruise? I'm excited. I'm trying to finish Just Friends before I go on the cruise so I can start a new book. Ooh. Do you have like planned what you're going to bring on the cruise? I had a horror book because my book club was happening when I got back. So that's what I read on my cruise.
It was like,
I know. Only me. What can I say?
Okay.
And I brought 3 books, but I was working because mine was a working cruise. So I only had time to read that one.
That's true.
And Lauren says, I have about 95 pages left. Oh, you could get that done in 5 days. You got it. You got it.
Totally.
Vanessa says, Lauren, where are you going? See, that's what I want to know too. Jean says,
Really
and what
nosy.
port are you going out of? Jean, I sent a message to my best friend when I was in the living, and his spouse picked up his phone and read the message, then looked at me. Okay.
So he was in the living room and he sent a message, and then the friend picked it. I was like,
Oh, his spouse picked it up. I might do that too.
yeah.
Because if I'd be like, oh, Henry sent you a message. You need to come grab it. I admit I might do that.
I do that too.
Yeah. Not it's
Don't
not,
so
it's just like I said, we share all the things, right? So
Yeah.
Vanessa says, my brother and his fam just got back from a Mediterranean cruise. The pics are just gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Ellie says, you should definitely finish your book, Lauren. Definitely.
Mhm.
See, we're all rooting for you. And Jean jumped ship. Where is it? Jean.
It was not a group text, even though she said test.
Oh, well, you know, Jean, I would not have sent it if they I mean, if my husband was there with his phone, I wouldn't have picked it up. Right? I would have only picked it up if he wasn't there. Like if he had gone to the kitchen and his phone rang, I would pick it up. Right?
Mhm.
But if he was there, obviously I would not have picked it up. So I wonder what's happening there. But I'm sorry, to me that just feels natural. That's what I would have done. Sorry. Vanessa said that's weird, Jean. See, Vanessa thinks it's weird. I just think it's normal. Christina says, morning, Kelly, Alicia, Christina.
Hello.
Angie says, hi, friends. Angie here. No work today. I'm going to laugh every time. No work today. Trying to get through Men at Arms by Terry Pratchett this morning. Ooh. I haven't read that one. I was trying to think. I've read 2. Why can't I remember the series name right now?
I don't know.
I have Ringworld in my head, and that's not it. Anyways, I'm not sure they're for me, though. That humor just not working for me. Vanessa says, Christina. Christina says, my nieces are here, so lurking. Oh, will you have fun with your family? Christina says, hi, Vanessa. Zwink says, thanks for sprints. I have Jen's self-care sprint. See you all tomorrow. Bye, Zwink. It's good seeing you. Take good with your self-care. Do lots of self-care. I can't make any sentence work with that. I don't know why. And Vanessa says, morning, Zwink. Nope. Morning, Angie. Bye, Zwink. Zwink says, hi, Mama. Bye, Mama. Angie says, hi, Vanessa. And Christina says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, check the laundry, take meds, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. And Christina says, hi, Zwink. Bye, Zwink. Vanessa says, okay, heading out to my appointment. Be back in an hour or so. Bye, Vanessa. Lauren says, I am a cruise girl. I cruise a lot. So I'm going to Nova Scotia and Bermuda. Ooh. So just up and down the East Coast right there, huh? My cousin lives in Bermuda. This will be my 25th cruise in total. Wow. I have 3 this year, which will bring me to 27 cruises. That's awesome. I went on my first cruise in April. And it was okay, but it's not my favorite. I can't see me doing 27. So I love that you love it, though. I hope you have the time of your life. Vanessa says, that's awesome, Lauren. I hope you have the best time. Lauren says, I don't know why I have so many choices. I'm going to bring my Kindle so I have access to everything, but I'm thinking of Beach Read. Ooh, I need to read that one. I thrifted it. I've got it over there. Lauren says, I'm going to try. I'm working 12-hour days for a full-time job, so I'm trying. Yeah, that does make it harder because then by the time you get home, you're like, I read 5 pages and fell asleep. Lindsay says, hey guys, popping on while I'm working. Oh, so good to see you, Lindsay. Thanks for stopping by. Lauren says, I'm working from home this week, so my goal is to try to work a little, read a little in between my 12-hour days. There you go. And Angie says, Men at Arms is part of sub-series of the Discworld. Discworld, that's it. I was like, why do I have Ringworld? And I knew it was wrong, and I couldn't find the right words. Thank you, Angie. And the sub-series is City Watch. Oh, that's the guards one, right? Isn't that the beginning of that one? And Lauren says, my husband's phone rings. I will say, hey, your phone is ringing, but I never actually pick it up. We share an Apple ID, but we have it shut off so we don't see each other's texts. Yeah, I don't see his texts on any of my devices, right? But yeah, I would be, hey, your phone's ringing if he's standing there or if we're in the same room. But like sometimes he'll leave his phone down here and it'll ring, but he's upstairs. So I will grab it to see if it's something important. And then I'm like, then I go, tell him, hey, you left your phone here.
That's a nicer way to do it than I do. I just say, hey, your phone's ringing, and I chuck it at him.
I don't want to buy him a new phone, and he's upstairs. And my aim and his catch, neither of these are good.
We have these like brick of covers, so.
Lauren said, remember when we had to pay for apps? That's why we did it. It was a loophole. But now we have to shut off that feature so that we don't get each other's text. But we've been together for 20 years. That's it. We've been married 30 years too, right? So, I mean, it's just kind of, it's just.
Yep.
I don't know.
When you're married as long as we are, then it's just normal.
Mm-hmm. Your lives are so intertwined.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is our second sprint. And I should be able to edit this time. I think I caught up on everything. So here we go. And there was our second sprint. I had to find the link for my psych appointment. So I hate to panic at the last minute. And I don't know, it's complicated for me. It's not complicated, just for me it is. So I got that done, and then I was able to edit. I don't know how many pages I edit, but I have 19 left. So close. Unless there's something big I have to change in the last 19 pages, I will be done next sprint. So, yay. And how'd you do, Alicia?
I started budgeting. I don't know why, but I just started
Because
budgeting.
you like it. It comforts you.
I guess at this moment right now, yes, I don't typically I usually groan when I have to do budgeting stuff, but at this particular moment I feel like I haven't done it in a week or so. So I'm going to do it very quickly. I just have to write down what needs to be paid, and if I can schedule it, then I'll schedule it and then be done. So I checked on Isis because we had to lock her away in the bedroom, because if not, then she tries to go to the library.
She wants to help.
She's being a nosy Nelly.
That's what, I mean, it's her house. I don't know if that counts as being nosy Nelly.
Oh, I know. But Ralphie he's one to more shy away. Isis and Simon Simon would go first and go, "Why are you here?" and try to be friendly.
I was going to say, Simon just wants pets. That's right. I know that's what Toby would do. Just wants pets.
Yep.
Oh, hey, new human, pet me.
And then Isis would follow behind, is she's protecting Simon, but she's also curious. And Ralphie's like, I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah, no, he's like, that's what Brady would do too. He's like, I'm hiding until they're gone.
Yep.
They're noisy and they smell funny.
He's on the floor sleeping, so
protect me, mommy.
Close. Yep.
I love it. I love it. And Lauren said, well, if you need suggestions on cruises, where to go, what ships to go on, I got you. Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, the cruise I did in April was a working cruise. So it's the Wave Riders, which I highly recommend. If anyone, you know what, dog? Sorry, the dog's on my window again. I just, look, in or out. I see why people get doggy doors, but we would have possums and skunks and stuff crawling in the house, so I will never have one.
Understandable.
But she's just driving me batty. Let me put the Wave Riders thing in here. This is for any of y'all out there looking for a rider retreat. It is a great one off on the cruise. So that is the first cruise I ever went on. I was the guest editor for it in April, and we're going again next April. So for now, this will be the only cruise I am doing. And like I said, I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. And I know it's supposed to be like a cheap cruise. I'm like, I don't know what's so cheap about this. We're going to go to Big Ben for a week, and that's way cheaper and way more relaxing. So, yeah, I don't understand. I'm trying to understand the appeal. The only thing I did totally understand was both Zafo and I were surprised by how peaceful we felt just sitting on our balcony and looking out at the water, doing nothing else, just sitting there. Actually standing most of the time because the thing's high so you don't fall overboard. So I don't want to look through the glass. I want to see the water, right? So standing most of the time, just standing there, looking over the water. Even at night when you can't see it very well, just the sounds and the feel, and you can still see something because we're on a boat that has light, right? It was peaceful. I have to say that part I really liked. And Lauren says, so funny thing is, as you were reading my comment about my husband's phone ringing and me not picking it up, he literally was calling me at the moment you said it. I just got off the phone with him.
His ears were burning.
He knew we were talking about him.
Yep.
Lauren says, I thought it was funny. Jean says, almost wrote the same review twice. I don't think my coffee is working. Sorry, Jean.
Oh, no.
Lauren, it's definitely kismet. And Mac is here. Hi, Macaroni Magpie. We haven't seen you in a bit. How are you doing? Hello. Hopping on to join the last sprint. Well, we are glad to have you. What are you working on today? And Allie says, I got to page 321 midway through chapter 23 and got my call log deleted along with voicemails. Why would you delete your call log? You need that. Yeah, you definitely need your own phone. You should be able to get your own phone. Angie says, I'm trucking through my book. I think I laugh at least once per page. Here you go, Terry Pratchett. I should be done within an hour. Nice. And that's the Wave Writers link. So if anyone is interested in a little writer's retreat, yeah. And then you get to work with me, the editor. I shall do what I am doing with this client right now. But yeah, it's fun. And then I give a little speech and, a little thing. And if we get enough people, we'll have more than one editor so that we can have multiple things going on. So come along. It was a nice, peaceful place to write too, I have to say. But again, I was working as an editor. I didn't have very much time to write. All right. So I think we're just going to go on to this last sprint so I can let the puppy in.
It's not mine today.
Max said, just more fanfic. It's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but make it Halanov. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what that is. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea.
Oh, he did Rivalry.
Say what now?
It's the shipping. It's what the ship when you put. Does that count as ship when they're already together? I don't think that counts as ship. I don't know. I'm confused. But so you mean, but male on male, which is great. What's the problem? Yeah. So you're doing, 10 How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but it is gay. I love that. That sounds fantastic.
And I said, yep, it's heated rivalry.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. And Lauren says, we're cruising which ship and where did you cruise to? It was Royal Caribbean and we cruised, it was in the Gulf. We came out of Galveston and it was, because it's a writer's cruise, right? So it isn't really about the destination. It's about getting the writing done while you're on the cruise. And we stopped in Cozumel and Costa Maya. So I guess Royal Caribbean is building a big resort thing in Costa Maya. So that might be more fun this year than last year. Because here's the problem. I don't drink. I might have a drink every now and again. And I used to drink lots, but my liver says stop it. So I drink, a drink every now and again. I think on the whole cruise I had 4, maybe 5. Because I think the last night I had 2 ciders, drinks, and that's it. So that part doesn't appeal to me, right? So doing the whole going to shore and just drinking wasn't fun. And we didn't do excursions because we were trying to save money because this is supposed to be a business thing. So we're trying to save money and they were expensive. And so, I mean, I don't understand why people say this is a cheap vacation. I don't understand. I'm like, well, how are you doing it? This is not cheap. So I don't know. But yeah, so that's what we did. Max says it still counts as a ship. It counts as a ship if they're already together. I don't know how shipping was always like putting people together that aren't together. So you want to put them together. That's what it meant to me. So apparently, but I am not a fanfic expert. So I did not know that was just even if they are already together.
So you're talking about like ship as in like relationship?
Yeah. Yes, but when you ship 2 people together, like when people on Supernatural, they like to ship Dean and Castiel.
Oh.
Right?
So they go off on a mission together.
No. They put them in a romantic relationship together. A lot of fanfic has done that.
Why?
So, I mean, there's a lot of chemistry between the 2 characters, so it makes sense. If that's what you want to do. I mean, Dean would not sway that way, and Castiel would probably sway whatever way he felt like, because he's an angel. It's not exactly a black and white thing for him. But Dean wouldn't, but it did matter, right? So when you see the chemistry and then this is something that you dream about, then that's the fanfic you write about it, and that's fine. Yeah, and I don't have any issue with that. The only problem I have is when I've seen, not read, but I've seen Sam and Dean shipped together, and I'm like, that's gross. They're brothers. I have an incest thing, and it's so gross to me. I have so much trouble
I'm
with that.
gonna have to go back and watch Supernatural because I can't picture any of the three together for any reason except for like going and doing missions, not romantically.
Oh, I could see Dean and Castiel. Like they had a ton of chemistry, and Castiel dropped whatever he was doing to go help Dean always. So no, that's I can see why people would then put a romantic relationship on that. I understand that.
Okay.
That is why on purpose when I made my main characters for my series, The Collector, because people we ship, by people I don't mean everyone else and not me. I do it too.
Right.
They ship people together that are very close. Period. I'm like, but we can have really close friendships and sex doesn't need to be involved, right? So I on purpose with my main characters, I made she is straight and the cop that comes to help her, the Detective Flores, he is not only gay, he is married to his husband, right? Like he is in a stable gay relationship. So I'm like, do not ship them together. But in fanfic, it doesn't matter what it says, right? You know, it's just anything they feel is what they do, which is why it's fanfic. Also, good. Please create. Go out there. Explore. I have no issue with that. There are a lot of people that started with fanfic. Quite frankly, I did too. We just didn't have, I'm old, so we didn't have the same kind of thing they did, but I was writing Star Trek fanfic. Mind you, I didn't give a fuck about romance though, so I never shipped anyone. That's just my personal preference. I didn't ship a one. But I did that, right? I just wrote them in notebooks. There wasn't anywhere for me to share them that I knew about. So like when I got married with Zafo, there was all kinds of what do you call those boards you were doing? The message board things, they're just called message boards. I thought they had a word. Anyways, so things that he was there. So there were communities I could have shared it on. I just didn't know they existed. If that makes sense, right? So I have no issue with people writing fanfic. My gosh, you go write fanfic. You write. It's if anything, it's easier to start that way. I mean, in English classes, how many times were the English class say, read the short story, now rewrite it, but in your words, right? That's fanfic, right? That's how you learn how to do this stuff.
Right.
So I have no, and then you don't have to build the world. You don't have to build the magic system. You don't have to build the technology, right? You can just start there. Oops, sorry. So you learn how to do characters. You start how to actually put your sentences together. That's great. And then when you're ready, if you want to, then you can take everything you've learned and then write something original, right?
Right.
So I'm not against fanfic. I'm just, I do have a problem with incest. So that's my problem.
I mean, 50 Shades started as a fanfic, so.
Correct. A whole bunch. I mean, we could just go through lists of
Yeah.
books that started as fanfic. So, but I don't even just mean that. I just mean write it, man. Have fun. So when people ship Dean and Cass, I don't have any issue with that. I can understand that.
Yeah.
And Macaroni Magpie says, yeah, it's a canon ship. Gotcha. And Lauren says it got shut down, and now they're fighting it. Something about preserving the coral reefs, so it got shut down. Oh, it looks like they're not doing the Costa Maya resort thing. Yeah. Lauren just said that they shut that down. We'll have to ask Serini.
Oh.
Something about the coral reefs. Man, that'd be very disappointing. I mean, if they don't build that, then we're just gonna stay in the ship that day. We'll just take it easy because that port was not for me. I don't want to just sit at a pre-tin beach and get drunk. That's not fun for me. I'm too old for that. 20 years ago, just 20 years ago, by the way, in my 30s, I would have been all for it. No problem. Not anymore. And Lauren says it's way cheaper than an all-inclusive, so I think that's what they're comparing to. And Max says, I mean, I've written professionally and self-published plenty of my own original works. I just started writing fanfic for fun and got tons of readers. So now I don't want to stop. Also true. It is nice when you're writing that people want to read it, right? Absolutely. But again, I know a lot of editors that are like fanfic, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, write. I don't care how you learn how to write. Go do it. Plus, how does your fanfic hurt me? Go have fun. Go have fun.
That is very true.
So, all right. We are on our last sprint.
Okay.
Oh, that dog. I swear to God. All right. I keep saying she's a lab. She's gonna be lazy one day. Here we
Yep.
go. Play. I'm coming. Jeez. And that was our last sprint. And I still have 11 minutes left. Or 11 minutes, 11 pages left.
I was to say, man, that's pretty good if you only got 11 minutes left.
There's a lot. There's so much. So much. It is what it is. I'm almost done. I will finish. Hopefully before my appointment, because my appointment's at 11:20. Maybe.
You got this.
All right. I mean, you got to stick the ending, man. You got to stick the ending.
This is very true. I finished budgeting for now, and I think they're getting ready to start in the hallway.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm seeing where I was. We were at Pearl. Hi, Pearl. You must have joined last sprint because you're before the Lauren thing, but I missed something. Oh, I think it's because there was Lauren's chat. I also missed some of Lauren's chat. Somehow or another it jumped. So hello, Pearl. I'm so sorry I missed you. It is good to see you. Popping in quickly before I start sprints. I hope you're having an amazing day. My husband had some additions to our convo last night. Ooh, did he? Interesting. We were talking last night about Stephen Page from Bare Naked Ladies. So she sent me a video with him and Tom Green, who I also adore. They're singing a song that was the theme song to an old show. I guess that was popular in Canada. I'd never seen the show before. So, but I love Steve. So he looked good too. Hopefully he's getting healthy. Hopefully he kicked all that drug habit. Yeah, I miss him. So I'm interested, Pearl. I'm interested what happened. And Lauren, yeah, the private island. Says, I believe they're still cruising there. It's just they're not building that new private island because of the controversy unless they can find a new location to put it, which is what I thought they were bringing to the table, to find another location in Cozumel or Costa Maya. I think, well, when we were, my husband just looked it up, and it was postponed, but it's not on an island. It's on the coast. So, like, it's on the land. Unless Costa Maya is an island, then it is on that island. Is Costa Maya an island? Might be an island. God damn it, I don't remember. Costa Maya. Are you an island? Come here, Costa Maya. It is not an island. Okay, cool. I was like, I didn't think it was. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's not. It's not an island. Okay, cool. Buzzy beach spot for swimming is what it says. No, there was no swimming because you know what? The way that it curved around, there was so much of that really gross seaweed. Whose name I can't remember right now. But there was a freaking ton of it. I'm like, they need to get out there with rakes if they want to make more money with people going to the beach out there. Same problem with Galveston. Galveston is just, all that seaweed is just gross. And they had it in Florida too, right? But because they're all touristy, they went out there with rakes and they cleaned it up every day. They got out as much as they could every single day. I'm like, you would think there's so much of it that we could use it as a biofuel or something, right? There's got to be some kind of use for it. Because also, as we were going down from Galveston to Cozumel, there was just, you could just see it floating in the water the whole way. I'm like, there is so much of this stuff. You would think at least when it goes up on shore that we could do something with it. But yeah, we'll see. But it looks like they are going forward, and it'll be done by the end of 2027. So it won't be there by the time we do our next cruise. So we'll just stay on the boat. Because that was my most disappointing thing. Because I'm going to a cruise. I went on a cruise in the water, and my toes never touched salt water. Never, not the whole time. Because obviously you don't do it on the cruise. And then the Cozumel, or both Costa Maya and Cozumel, you can't just like get off the boat and go to the beach. Doesn't exist. So you have to like book a resort, you have to book an extra thing, I was like, oh man, I want my toes in the water. Toes in the water, ass in the sand, man. And a book. I know the song is Cold Drink in my hand, but I'm be happy with a book in my hand. That's what I want. Toes in the water, ass in the sand, book in my hand. And Vanessa says, I've returned. Is your head sufficiently shrunk? And Chris has joined us. Wow. Okay, this is really early for you, Chris. Are you still up from last night, or did you yell at lots of politicians today? If so, yes. And Chris says, hello to Kelly and Alicia. And Max says 376 words. Yay, nicely done. Off to a great start for the day. Yay, oh, I'm so glad. That is beautiful. And Allie got to page 328, almost done with chapter 23 of Throne of Glass. You are rocking it. And Max says, thanks for the sprints. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Vanessa says, you're almost done, Kelly. I'm so close. Angie says, just a few pages left in my book. Thank you for hosting sprints. Also, I want to say I'm complaining about the book, but that's my process. But this book, because I dev edited it, now I'm copy editing it, which by the way, I don't like to do, but he really wanted me both times. And I'm not going to say no if they insist. This book is light years better than the first version. So you gotta love. If you're talking, I cannot hear you.
That's good. Sorry, I muted myself
Yeah.
because children noise and tile
That's right.
noise and
You get it. It's all good. But it's light years better than the first. So I mean, working with an author who actually hears what you say, doesn't obey, by the way. He didn't do everything I told him to, right? But I don't need you to obey, right? I just need you to listen. And he did. And this book is so much better than the first time. And it's so much better that I've done way more dev editing notes than I usually do on a copy edit, because I'm pretty sure he can make this book great. So I've put a few more things in there just saying, hey, if you want to hear them. If you don't, move on. But I'm telling you, this could be great. So yeah, it's really nice. That's an author that I can work with for years. And she says, rake the ocean. That's kind of funny. Yeah, not the ocean, just the beaches. You're right. It's not going to work. But the beaches, you can rake the beaches. So rake those beaches. Get all that stuff out of there. Jean says, I don't like Sam. He bugs me. Sam does get on my nerves more than Dean. But quite frankly, in real life, if we're talking real life, much rather be with Sam than Dean. Sam at least is stable. Dean, not. I like when he does the Gin Dream episode where he's like having his best life, and in his best life, he's a mechanic and an alcoholic. I mean, that's his best life. It's not fair, but it is realistic. So yeah, for his character that we see. I mean, let's face it, he's kind of a bully. That's who Dean is. So yeah. Angie said just a few pages. Angie said just a few pages left in my book. Thank you for hosting sprints. Absolutely. Glad to be here. Ren says got through some studying and took a nap. Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Ooh, well, that was a quick nap. Nicely done. Power nap. Power nap. And Ellie says you're almost done, Kelly. So close. Ellie says thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And Angie says, ha ha ha, rake the ocean. Oh, I did that one. Jean says, I don't like Sammy bugs me. Yep. So I just missed those early ones. Vanessa says, my head has been shrunk. Yep. Vanessa says, I'm working on prioritizing tasks for today. I also complain when I'm editing. I think it's normal. Doesn't mean we don't love the book. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you for validating that. I need a validation. I realize I'm complaining a lot. And I'm like, I'm hearing myself, right? Going, you know what? I'm not trying to say this thing really sucks. I'm just, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the validation. Vanessa says, I love it so much when authors actually listen and improve the book. Me too. Yeah, that's the only time you will hear me legitimately complain is when I get a book back and I'm like,
you're like, what did they even do?
Did you send me the wrong version? Like, what is this? Yeah, I'm about to do after this one. The one I'm starting on Thursday then is a dev edit 2. And so if that one's like that, I swear to God, I'm gonna strangle someone. Because it would not be the first from this author that was like that. Let's see. And Max says, that's awesome. And Lauren says, sorry, I had a pop-up corporate meeting, so I'm jumping on that. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Absolutely, Lauren, have a great old time. I hope you get your book done. You can do it. 95 pages. Vanessa says, are we talking about Supernatural? Yes. I would also choose Sam over Dean. Same in real life. Though Dean would be a great brother-in-law. He'd crack me up. Exactly. He'd be fun to go hang out with, right? As
Right?
a partner? No, thank you. I'll take Sam. But watching the TV show, I'm a Dean girl all the way. But you know, that's the fantasy part, not the I want to partner with you part. Let's see. It jumped, but not that far. It's almost more confusing when it's not that far. Angie says, I'm hopping off. Need to finish this book so I can run errands. Have a great day. Bye, Angie. We'll see you tomorrow. And Jean says, I misplaced my reading glasses. Oh, that's not good. I mean, I couldn't function without my glasses. Ellie says, oh no, Jean, that's so frustrating. And Vanessa says, happy to validate you, Kelly. Editing is more emotional than people might think. Exactly. Which is why it's so exhausting. It's not just the details, right? It is emotionally freaking exhausting. And Vanessa says, Jean, I have a different pair in almost every room because otherwise I'd never keep track. Yeah. No, I'm so blind that if I can't, so these are not reading glasses, right? These are all the time glasses. Obviously, y'all see me wearing them. But if I lose them, like if they fall off my dresser or something or my nightstand at night, if they fall off, somebody else has to come help me find them. That's how blind I am. I'm like, where are they? So yeah, I understand. All right. I'm going to sign out. I have an hour until my appointment and I need to get these 11 pages done. So let me do that. Yeah. And I did film the short about the end of Six of Crows and the Darker Shade of Magic. So I was able to film it yesterday. So I will get it posted today because I don't want to post something at the same time I'm streaming. Right. And then I did the sprints last night. So I will post it later this afternoon. And hi, Courtney. Hello. Are you sprinting today? Because if so, I'm heading over to your channel next. And Vanessa says, hey, Courtney. Jean says, I wear all the time glasses. I need my glasses to find my glasses. Right? Exactly. And Ellie says, hi, Courtney. And Vanessa says, thanks so much for sprints. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. All right. We're going to run away. Are you going to put Courtney in sprint? There you go. Courtney is sprinting. There you go. So I'm going to be heading over there next. And I guess that's it. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Adios.